Hello everyone, this is Jedi JK211, and welcome to the first video of 2025 that I'm actually going to be recording. Yay! Make sure you like, subscribe, and check the description for the Twitch and the Discord. Right now I'm funneling through if I'm doing casual or ranked play, because I'm confused. Checking decks, because I have not played this game in a minute. This is a deck I pre-bought because I'm broke and don't have time to do things by myself. So, in honor of me doing 30 minutes of footage, I'm gonna chop this all down for you. This was an overpowered deck from back in 2024 or 2023, one of the two, and I was capable of running it, I think, in casuals, so I put it into ranked. It did not end well. You're about to see from this footage right here, I got absolutely annihilated by kids who are infinitely better at this game than me. Because I myself absolutely suck at Pokemon. Well, I'm good, but I'm not good against modern competitive 2025 decks. I'm using a 2023 deck, or 2024, one of the two. I don't know. But sorry if I'm mumbling, just first time doing this. But right now, I got the chance to go first. I drew a hand, it's something. Drew a Dracloak, a Dragapult EX, a Natu, a Professor Turos Scenario, an Ultra Ball, an Unfair Stamp, and something else I am too blind to look at. I'm stupid. This is me talking about what I was doing. Oh, I also had a Fire Energy. What are we doing? Oh, wait. This is after my friend asked me to record my footage. And then told him later that I couldn't because I was already recording 2 minutes in. Alright, so my opponent just mulliganed his hand, meaning he shuffled his hand back into his deck, redrawing because he failed to draw something good. I sat here for a minute because I was also DMing said friend on Discord because he actually wanted advice for this TCG game. So I just sat here on the screen for a minute, AFK. Surprised it didn't boot me from the game. Sorry if I sound tired. For me, it's 4:16 in the morning. I really need to get some sleep, but right now I watched him actually draw a hand, and after you mulligan, you can draw a card number to the number of times that you mulligan. I drew a Dreepy, which is a starter for this deck. So I put that down on the bench and drew some actually good cards. So what I did was I scrolled around my hand looking for a minute, then look at what I could use, what I needed for my Dreepy, so I put Fire Energy on it, and then I Ultra Balled away my Turos Scenario, I think. My Turos Scenario and the energy to get one more Pokemon. And that Pokemon I grabbed was the Fezandipiti, which whenever a Pokemon is KO'd, I can draw 3 cards next turn. As you can see from Flip the Script, its ability. And so I'm forced to end my turn there with my opponent moving into his turn. He's running Wiglet Stun, which I did not know what it was at the time. I was like, he's playing Wiglet card. What am I going to do? Oh, he has a fancy Buddy Poffin. It's fancy cards. I'm cooked. And then I didn't know what he was playing until I actually read what he was actually about to put down. Once you see it, you will know what it is. It is standard Wugtrio, but its moves are why I call it overpowered. I'll play it next turn, trust me. But now, I will place down my Dracloak and my Fire Energy, and then I will use my its ability, Recon Directive, to look at the top 2 cards of my deck, put one on my hand and put the other at the bottom of my deck. And I luckily drew the card I needed. which then forced me to end my turn because I had nothing to do. Unfair Stamp allows me, whenever a Pokemon's KO'd, shuffle mine and opponent. Can't speak. Shuffle the opponent's hand and your hand back into the deck. I draw 5, he draws 2. And since he would have KO'd my Pokemon, I would have also been able to use Flip the Script to get a total of 8 cards in my hand. But then, as you read there, flip 3 coins. For each heads, discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. That is how I lost. You will see very soon. I actually killed 2 of his Pokemon. Well, KO'd 2 of his Pokemon. As you see there, that is actually my head honcho of the deck. What I'm looking for is that one card. That card that I put on screen there for a second, that scary. Because he drew two heads and a tails, which means he discards 6 cards. Then I read it, was like, oh shit. Mind profanity, I'm trying to get rid of that. Not. I was like, oh god, I'm cooked. And then I realized, oh, I can't get rid of this goddamn Natsu that's in the front of my party. So I put Tatsukiris in the bench for fodder, and then I read its ability, noticed it's only in the active, and then just attached the energy to the Draw Cloak because, more energy is good. When I could have attached it to the Natsu to retreat into my Draw Cloak to do more damage. And probably would have won if I wasn't freaking stupid. So, after careful reviewing of the footage, I realized that I was very stupid in the situation. Now, after looking at this footage over, I would have put that fire energy on the Natsu, sent it to the discard to retreat into the Draw Cloak, attack using the Draw Cloak, knock out one of his Pokemon. Next turn, knock out 2 more Pokemon, getting 3 prize cards. And with that, in 2 turns time, I would have won that match. If I wasn't so goddamn stupid. That was the only reason why I lost that match. Because I was stupid. Because I forgot to read. And so I saw a rescue board. Hey, I wonder if I can use that. Equip it to the one thing. Doesn't retreat. Thanks. Why isn't it working? Realize. Oh yeah, things don't immediately work the moment they're played. I remembered that is a rule in Pokemon, but not a rule in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm used to Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules, as you can tell. I lay down another Dreepy for a backup, I guess. I didn't know what I was thinking. My brain was malfunctioning. I was like, why isn't this retreating? But yeah, if I was just less brain dead, if I was less brain dead during this situation, I probably would have won that. Because he keeps getting ignition energies, which are obsessively broken. And he keeps getting draw fodder through his Dracloaks. Which I should have kept 1 Dracloak and not a Dragapult, 2 Dragapults. Because the Dragapult doesn't have any abilities. I read what the Gravity Gemstone does. Basically makes it so it and his active require 1 less to retreat. He never ends up using that. He always has a Wugtrio. The only reason why he keeps the Dracloaks is for revolving cards into his hand. But right there, I got very unlucky again. Made me discard 6 of my cards once again. And at the end of each turn, his ignition energy goes to the graveyard. I'm used to Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, discard, Then I boss's order, I think, is Wiglet up. Yeah, boss's order is Wiglet, which I shouldn't have done now in hindsight. I should have kept the Wugtrio up. Should have kept the Wugtrio up so I can one-shot it and then put all 6 damage counters on that one Wiglet meaning I would have gotten 2 prize cards off rip instead of waiting 2 turns. Yeah, iOS, this game doesn't really work the best. It's odd. It's very precise. Side tangent aside, I probably would have won that match if I was smarter with my movements and smarter with my plays. Because back in hindsight, I was not the smartest in that decision. I was also trying to communicate with the Palamine, so that's probably why I wasn't working at best performance. Now looking back, I screwed up. It's like, should have just kept the Wiglet. They should have just kept his Wiglet up on the back in the bench instead of bosses ordering up the Wiglet. They should have kept it in the back, getting 2 prize cards from attacking both it and the trio at the same time, because yes, I actually read what counter capture does, because I'm stupid. I always forget to read cards, being a Yu-Gi-Oh player. But then I realized, oh, he's just abusing the same ability. Yeah, I'm just gonna completely ignore that he's doing that and attempt to take out and not attempt to use the same strategy, because I was already running low on cards, because he's forcing me to discard cards while I was working at winning this. I got lucky with that coin flip only landing at 3 tails, because as I stated in this recording, which didn't get picked up by my mic, if I had actually gotten, if all 6 had been placed, all 7, if all 3 coins were heads, I would have discarded about 9 cards, and that totally would have deep fried me. Right there, I should have kept the draw cloak. Shouldn't have taken the should have taken the earthen vessel, so I could get more energies, a bang for my buck situation. Discard the counter capturer, get a psychic energy and maybe a fire energy if I still had one in the deck. Probably didn't. But no, I did have one. Forgot about that. But in all situations, I should have gotten the earthen vessel, discarded the counter capture, and then taken the fire and psychic energy, put them on the Dragapult, Dracloak, because I am not smart. Looking back, I put that on there, actually being smart, wonder what I could do, retreated using the energy, and went into the Dragapult. And now, what I should have done was not go after the Dracloak and just went out for the Wiglet. So I would have one-shot it anyway, instead of having to deal with that, instead of putting 30 on a separate Wiglet. I absolutely cooked myself over. I got 3 prize cards. Well, I got 2 prize cards from that, leaving me with half my prize cards remaining. And I absolutely cooked myself over because I had no energies left on my deck after that. I ran out of energies. I have 2 more energies left in my deck, if I'm not mistaken, because the other 2 I put on my next Dragapult and better play. Normally I'd cut that, too lazy to, but oh well. Perk of being a beginner, you get away with mistakes. Then I realized, oh, I can actually use Tatsukiri now. Realized, oh, this thing's basically useless, because it just pulls Arvins. Since he dumped my Iono, my other Ionos, into the discard, and my 1 Mela into the graveyard. Discard pile, Jesus Christ. I cannot speak. But, in all seriousness aside, I drew, played that, used to track customers, did some funny stuff, with that 1 card, grabbed, I'm pretty sure grabbed nothing with it. Didn't have anything yet. I earthen vesseled. Dumped the de-evolution, not knowing what it did. Realized I had nothing to do, so failed it. Used Arven. And didn't use Arven, because I'm stupid. It's been a long night. I spent 30 minutes on this video. Cut me some slack, guys. But, in all seriousness, what I should have done was not worry about all the other random stuff that I had going on in my deck. What I needed was, and that was the moment I realized, oh, I just lost. Due to heck out. Having a good deck is only half the battle, because you need to know how to play it afterwards. But I did a total of 520 damage that entire match. I only took out 3 Pokemon, because I was stupid. I'll be right back, guys. And I hit pause in the recording. I just reached level 9 in there, and now gained some random items that I'm probably never going to use. Unless I'm going to build a deck, which I'm probably never going to do because I'm too lazy, like I mentioned earlier. Now, all that said and done, I claimed my tier 2 to my tier 3 to tier 5 rewards, which gave me a lot of new cards, including a Kyurem EX, which is actually one of the more meta decks in modern times, I believe. I haven't checked modern meta decks in a minute. But before I get to the next match, I'm going to pause this and be right back. Alright, back to the recording. Now, let us continue. I load into the next match, not knowing what he's about to play. But I realize soon that he is playing a Gimmighoul deck. I went Tails, because Tails never fails, quote unquote. It failed. So, I am now going second, but lucky me, he mulliganed. Right there in that pause, I was DMing a friend, DMing the same friend. Now, back to the motions. This one took up the majority because, oh god, lord, this took forever. So, to start us off, I dumbed and didn't put Tatsugiri up front, put a Dreepy up front, because I forgot I can't do jack shit, even turn 2. So, profanity, I warned you all that profanity is a form of language of sorts. I like profanity. But, anywho, I now get to draw a card because he mulliganed, drew into a Gimmighoul. He drew into a Gimmighoul, I drew into another Psychic Energy. You're going to notice I'm going to be skimped out of Fire Energies for the rest of this match. And he is going to absolutely murder my Pokemon throughout this entire match, because I did not realize what he was playing. And then, as I put here, I was confused at the time. Now, modern, now, 30 minutes later, me realized, oh shit, I am playing against Gimmighoul. At least I thought Gimmighoul. Control. I thought there was some kind of control deck. No, it's not some kind of control deck. It's in fact not even stun. And that's all the damage I'm gonna do. 10 damage on this one godforsaken Gimmighoul. And you're about to see why. Attaches a Steel Energy. Now he uses that to draw into Gholdengo, which I predicted. And now, with the Gimmighoul, Gholdengo, whenever he has 2 energy in his hand, it always is, whenever he has any amount of energies in his hand, he can discard any amount. And with that, he can do 50 more damage. And its ability, Cash Reward, I think, is he can replay, he can draw a card, and if it's active, he can draw 2. And then Levincia allows him to add 2 basic electric energies from his discard back to his hand, which you're going to see him abuse right now. Since he discarded 2 with that, and this is the start of my downfall. Because I was like, oh god, what am I going to do? I'm cooked. I already knew I was cooked. I just didn't know how I was going to get cooked. But with that, I eventually learned, hey, maybe try this, give it a shot, grab the supporter, not knowing what it did. Check that, see what I could do, nothing, just retreat. Looked at that, oh, try to play it. I can't play it because I realized, oh, I need something I need the fire energy in my discard. I don't have one in my discard. Oh god, and my turn, I'm cooked. So with that, all said and done, this card right there on my screen, on that screen for that 1 second, is going to absolutely murder me. Because I'll draw cards that reshuffle cards back into the deck, but he's just gonna find a way to get them back out. Or just get more of them. Because he is a douche. And playing a overly toxic deck for no reason except because deck is funny. I get to play deck and be mean to people for free. And then it's like, oh, I actually draw a good card. Use the card. Reset his cracked hand. Just 10 cards in it. Shuffle that back to the bottom of his deck while I draw a Pheasantipity. You'll see how that will come in handy. I get to draw 3 more cards. Now, place down a Buddy-Buddy-Poffin, put a Dreepy and a Natu. Because I already have a Xatu in my hand, realize, it's because if I put something down, I can't do anything with it the turn I do it. Now I'm going to use my board to retreat into good old Dreepy, put an energy on it, Ultra Ball away the 2 Buddy-Buddy-Poffins, which honestly is not a mistake. It's honestly a good thing I did that. Dragapult because I didn't have one in hand, and I realized, why can't I evolve it? No, and I can't use Petty Grudge because it won't do much damage. I could Ultra Ball again, but I have to discard 2 other cards. I don't want to do that, so I'm forced to end my turn there. So with that situation done and over with, how is the enemy supposed to get out of the situation? You'll see. This is just him thinking. I have no idea what or how. I got same idea what he was doing. He just played 2 Gimagools and then Genesect. And used Genesect to grab 2 more Golden Goes. And you'll see how this is becoming a problem. 1. Let's get 1 in hand. And then probably draws the other in one of these 3 cards. Who knows? Or maybe we already had it in hand. I don't know. But right now, all I know is that I am dead. I'm gone. At that point, I wanted to surrender, but I want to see how this deck's played so I can counter it in the future. Let's look at Xatu, look at its ability, see what I needed for it. I need a Psychic Energy in my hand. I needed a Psychic Energy, that's all I saw. I'm blind. 20/20 vision, though. I'm perfect. I can see perfectly. I'm just genuinely blind. So I play that, and then I use that. Finally get my fire energy I've been wanting. Realize Counter Catcher wouldn't do anything. Boss's Order wouldn't do anything. So I was forced to use Iono. Now I've done an Ultra Ball would save me. So I Ionoed both of our hands again for the second time this match. And then I get the evolution thing. And you'll realize I just screwed myself over. How, you may ask? Read that. I didn't read the top part. I didn't read the part that said, oh, send this card to the discard pile at the end of each turn. At the end of this card's touch, a Pokemon send it to the discard pile. Now I just read it like, oh my god, I am stupid. And which I am, yes. Trust me, I am well aware I am not the brightest. But now this guy, gimme ghouls, golden goes for the last 2 golden goes that he needs. Using Genesect, and now he has 4 of the damn things. And this is how I lost. I can't speak. Still can't speak. Oh yeah, because it's 4:40 in the morning. Yeah, it took a minute, I'm sorry. But now, with this footage, looking back on it, I should have, the moment I saw that first golden go hit the field, I know I should have surrendered. Cut this footage short, save me the, 13 minutes that this match was. Yes, 13 minutes. The first one was longer, surprisingly. Now he's gonna make it rain and 2 prize cards through my 1 Pokemon by sending 5 cards, 5 energies to his discard. I realize, I was messaging a friend there, also thinking, and I put the Xatu up. Found a Natu. Did that. Realized I could have Arvened for a rare candy, but didn't think. So I instead grabbed my 1 A-Spec, the Unfair Stand, and the Evolution TM. And then I didn't play that yet. I didn't get a chance to play it at all. There, I did that. And then did that. Now, I used Evolution, which I could target one of my Pokemon in my bench and evolve it. I would have lost anyway if I hadn't done that. But now I just screwed myself infinitely over because this is a toxic player. They always find a way to be an absolute asshole. Don't mind the profanity. Yeah, I'm just something else when it comes to it. But now he's gonna use all the cards he stocked up when it comes to grabbing energies, and he grabs all of his energies that are in the graveyard and all the ones that are in his deck using Energy Search Pro, Superior Energy Searcher, and the Vincia to grab his 2 electric energies. And now he sends 10 cards to the discard pile. 10. All 10 of those are energies to do 500 damage. My Pokemon with 320 damage all in all. And then this motherfucker also has the audacity to he has the audacity to first boss order up my Pokemon and then be a toxic asshole with it. Absolutely murking it with a 500 damage attack. The 500 damage attack from this one goddamn Golden Go, which I did 10 damage to. By sending 10 energies to the discard. He grabbed his last prize card, and I suffered the hands of defeat. Brilliant strategy paid off. No, you didn't. You just cheesed my ass. With over 1,000 damage. Damn. But this is where I'll cut the video short. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you had fun with this, I would love you to subscribe, like, subscribe, join the Discord, all that fun jazz. I will put this all in the description of the video, and I will see you all on the flip side eventually. So long, my ever faithful Padawans, generals, whatever rank you'd be. I'll catch you all on the high ground. So long, my brother.